Medicaid brokers, Medicaid brokers, Medicaid brokers, Medicaid brokers. Uh, Everyone talks about Medicaid brokers when it comes to non-emergency medical transportation. I don't understand why everyone talks about them so much. The majority of the market is private pay and business to business. Yet everyone loves to talk about Medicaid brokers. The first thing anyone wants to discuss when I get a call from people is literally, well, how do I get started with logistic care? How do I get started with access to care? How do I get started with the levy? And I tell all of them the same thing. Don't start with them. You can send them information. You can fill it out. You can go to all of their websites. You can go to MTM's website. They have an entire form that you fill out. If they don't need you, they're not going to call you. And when they do call you, you're going to have to work on their terms, not on your own terms. And as soon as they don't need you anymore, they're going to get rid of you. So I tell everyone, as soon as they open their mouth, well, I want to become a Medicaid provider, I tell all of them the same. If you're not focusing on your B2B customers and your B2C customers, your business to business and your business to consumer, you're wasting your time. You'll stay in business, you'll create yourself a job, but you're not really going to be able to scale the way that you feel like you should. B2B consumers, contracts with facilities like rehab centers, nursing homes, hospitals, they'll pay you 3 to 4 times more than what you're receiving from your Medicaid broker. They literally would pay you what you need. Not only is there a need, you check out a hospital. Hospitals have discharge facilities where their case managers are begging people to show up and make sure that their consumers are transported. Rehab facilities have clients that are left behind, or providers, Medicaid broker providers don't show up to provide them transportation services. These individuals still need to make it to their appointments, and they're willing to pay premium rates to make sure that they receive those services. So for individuals who are considering getting into the non-emergency medical transportation industry, doing contracts with Medicaid brokers are fine. It's fine. But one, it needs to be on your terms. If it's not on your terms, you shouldn't do it. And two, while you're providing non-emergency medical transportation services for these brokers, you really need to focus on finding yourself in front of rehab facilities. You want to talk with the case manager. You want to talk with the administrator if you're able to get in front of them. And you want to talk with a lot of hospitals and get your information out to the general consumer and let them know that your transportation services are available in your area and that you're willing and happy to provide them services. Wheelchair transportation and stretcher transportation are still two need areas when it comes to non-emergency medical transportation. Everyone always thinks about an ambulance service, which is fine. If it's an emergency, you want an ambulance to show up and pick you up. But if it's a non-emergency, you don't need an ambulance service to come pick you up and transport you to your doctor's appointment or to the hospital. And you also, in reverse, the hospitals don't need an ambulance to transport an individual from a discharge facility at their hospital back home or to a rehab center. They just need a quality service, a quality vehicle, and a quality provider to make sure that individual goes from their hospital back to the rehab center that they're at, or where they're sending them to, or taking them home. And that's where you come in. So if your entire focus in the NEMT business, non-emergency medical transportation, is to contract with every broker that's out there, I'm going to grow my business through brokers, you're in for a tough road. You really want to start creating relationships with rehab centers, home health care facilities, assisted living facilities, and hospitals. It's really easy as going up to a facility with some marketing material and just asking questions. Where are your case managers? Who's in charge of your transportation coordination? And then just being available to fill the need that they have. A lot of facilities are in need of the non-emergency transportation provider to help with those services, and they're happy to pay you a fair or premium rate to do so. So if you're chasing brokers all day long, that's fine, but I really think you should consider, focusing some of your energy on B2B relationships and building your B2C client book so you can receive repeat customers at premium rates, which really just trickle in and start falling into place to a point where if you really grow your company the right way, you actually won't need Medicaid brokers, because the rates that you're receiving for your private pay and your B2B contracts will be great enough that you'll really find yourself wasting time providing services with Medicaid brokers. If you're interested in more information like this, check out the link below. My information is below. Feel free to shoot me an email. We can set up some time to have a brief discussion, and maybe we go forward with building a relationship and doing some consulting in the future. My name is Marcus. I'm the owner of All American Health. We've been in business for 10 plus years. I'm very excited about being in business for the next 10. Take care.